All right, YouTube, welcome back. Next installment of the SeaDoo GTX 300 modifications. We've got the shorty intake on there. We've got the catch can. Next, we're going to get into this intake manifold and take out the fire arrestor or the ribbon or whatever it is that you want to call it. Got the kit from Riva Racing. I know that there is a way to get that out of there by keeping the intake attached to the motor, but this ribbon has got to be at least as long as the manifold itself, and as you can see, there really isn't, and it's going to come out of this hole right here that I'm going to have to drill out. But as you can see, there's not enough room for me to pull out something that is, you know, probably 12 inches long. So taking this off is going to be required for this particular application. So it looks like we've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 bolts that are attaching the manifold to the block. I'm going to have to remove the fuel rail, the injectors, cut a couple of zip ties, and disconnect here, and we'll go from there. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to remove this sensor right there, which is held on by a T30 Torx bit, and that will allow this guide to be attached on there to make sure that the hole that you're drilling in there is on point. So let's go ahead and knock that out right now. Alright, once you get that screw out of there, this will just pop off. And now that that is off, that will allow this guide to be screwed into these 2 holes that are on the side to make sure that the hole that you're drilling is accurate. Okay, so getting my hands in there to put that guide on, too tight. And there's no way that I'm getting a drill in there either. So off with the manifold it goes. So I removed the 2 bolts from the fuel rail, disconnected these here, and then this will pull right out. But I'm going to have to cut a few zip ties too. But after that, then this will slide right out. Alright, so that's off. Now we're able to access the bolts that actually hold the manifold to the block. So it looks like there's 7, maybe 8 screws. So I know we got the ones that are along the top row there. I don't know if that one right there is going to need to come off or not, but we'll see. We'll get to the top ones and we'll go from there. Okay, so just those 7 bolts that were along the top and disconnecting here, that was all that was necessary to pull that right out. And this is what it looks like when it's out of the bay. So now I can go ahead and attach that guide to there, drill the hole, and pull out that filter. Okay, so now that the guide is on there, this will allow the hole saw to slide and rotate right over top of that and drill a perfect hole. Alright, so hole is drilled. Now it's just a matter of sliding this right on out of there, and then we'll clean it up. Alright, well, this is it, and this thing was not easy getting out of there. I had to bend in and pry both sides out of there. But it's out, and yeah, this is supposed to be what's robbing me of a pound of boost. So we'll get that hole cleaned up, make sure that there's no debris in there, and we'll move on to the next step. Alright, so now that the hole is cleaned up nice, this is going to slide in there and then be locked in place with these two pieces, and then we'll be able to install it back on the ski and attach the sensor, and then we're good to go. Alright, so once that's locked on there, that's what it looks like. There's really only one way to get it on, so you can't really mess it up. So there's one screw that's left over. That's to attach the sensor back there. So let's get this back on the ski. So all you got to do is reverse the procedure for removing it, and there is your finished product. So we'll get this out on the water and see what kind of performance gains I got, and stay tuned for the next mod. Peace!